In 2050, the world population is expected to grow to 9.3 billion. So that means Australia is going to have to play a very, very important role in providing the food and fibre. So at the moment, most of the growers are between the age of 55 and 60. So we need lots of young people coming into the industry. And so it's very important that we showcase the wide variety of careers, from technology to marketing to banking, and try to make the industry something that appeals to the young people and we can get them into the industry faster. Growcom, which is a peak industry body for fruit and veg in Queensland, was approached by our partnership brokers, WorkLinks, and they spoke about the very interesting concept of work inspirations, and we were so excited about it, we were immediately on board because it was an avenue to showcase the many careers within production horticulture, and actually we wanted to showcase the whole of agriculture.
The unique feature with this particular model of Ag Inspirations is that it includes employee associations as well as employers that actually participated in the pilot.
Rural Skills Australia and WorkLinks worked together. We went out and spoke to all of the businesses that were going to be represented on the pilot program. We discussed what the Work Inspirations model was about. We got them on board. The 3 insights were explained to each of the organisations very well, and they were all quite excited and eager to be part of the program.
The Ag Inspirations pilot was an industry-specific model. It was designed as a 6-day Ag Inspirations block. It included inspirational guest speakers and also 2 structured workshops to underpin some of the learnings, particularly related to the 3 insights, providing them with a more transparent and inspirational world of work. There were a total of 8 employers from the agricultural industry and also its supply chain, and included 6 schools across the Logan Scenic Rim region and a total of 16 students. Looking at the needs within the industry, we decided to look at a mixed cohort of students in varying ages from 15 to 18. We had a mix of male and female, and we also had a mix of abilities with both OP and non-OP students.
I think the Work Inspirations program for our school, the Ag side of the program, will benefit our career education programs, in particular the 3 insights that the students were introduced to. The All About Me careers can happen, and having those one-on-one meaningful conversations with the employers. So it brings together both the employer and the student in terms of meaningful conversations, the students understanding what it is, what talents and skills they can then offer and how that translates into the world of work as well.
It's really hard to pick one best part of Work Inspirations. I think if I was to look at the 3 different facets, or what I see as the 3 different aspects to it, the industry, the student and the school, all 3 of those I think gained immensely from the Ag Inspirations program.
I'd definitely recommend Ag Inspirations because unlike the traditional way of doing work experience where it's just one field, we travelled everywhere and we learnt a lot about agriculture, not just one aspect of it but a broad range of aspects, and that was really enlightening and inspiring.
What I liked the most about Ag Inspirations was the wide variety of companies that we actually got to go to and see behind the scenes, and also starting to build a bit of a relationship and know what employers were looking for.
I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do in life, but when I came onto the Ag Inspirations pilot, we got to see many companies that I wasn't aware of, and I came across this laboratory called Symbio Alliance, and I did a one-on-one conversation with one of their employees and talked about how they got into the business and how they operate, and I really got intrigued because it's about science and I really enjoy that, and they offered me a traineeship in doing a Certificate 3 in lab technician in microbiology field. Without Ag Inspirations, I believe that I would have never gotten into that type of career path. So I'm really happy and grateful that I got to go on this Ag Inspiration pilot program.
The best part of Ag Inspirations for me was everything really, from creating new friendships and talking to the employers and how their life was formed and how they got to the point in their career pathways. That they didn't just start off as, I want to be a dairy farmer, I'm doing that. It was kind of like all over the place as life is, ups and downs, and you have challenges. And as a new person going into the world, being in Year 12, just graduating, it's really helpful to learn those things, that you're going to have challenges and not everything's going to go the way you planned it to be.
My highlight was getting to do a one-on-one with Farmer Greg and seeing what possibilities I'd have to go work on their farm with them or help out do traineeship or apprenticeship.
At the end of every day, I reflected with my dad. We talked about what happened during the day, and then Dad focused my conversation on if it was helpful for me, which it definitely was, and if I was considering changing my career or how that would interest me. So he was really helpful.
We made a Facebook page for all the students that were in the Ag Pilot program, so we can all still keep in touch and reminisce about the program.
Work experience has not changed much in 30 years. You say that I think I'm interested in hairdressing, and you're placed in a hair salon for a week and you do a lot of sweeping up of hair, but you don't get that breadth of experience of all of the different aspects of that business, whereas Ag Inspirations gave the students such a broad perspective of so many different industry areas.
I think there are certain elements of the traditional work placement program which is still valuable for some students, but I think that Work Inspirations can be highly valuable for many students, particularly as we see an increasing number of students in this day and age who don't know what they want to do. Something like Work Inspirations, where they're going to a number of different employers, engaging with a number of different employers, and it's driven by the industry, where those people are putting their hand up to say, we want to engage with young people, we want to have young people in to show them what we can do, what our industry is about. That's where the value and the opportunity lies.
Ag Inspirations provided a really meaningful opportunity to have students go out of the school for a week, and to be missing out of their classes. The opportunity needs to be a positive one and a life-building one for them. And the students that came back from the Ag Inspirations pilot, they learnt about themselves, they learnt about the ag industry, and they learnt a lot about where they would like to take their careers in the future. As a result of the Ag Inspirations pilot, the school itself, particularly within the ag unit, have received more industry contacts and more opportunities to see different things. So it's been a positive thing, not just for our students, but for our staff and for the school. We've also picked up links with other schools, so that's been a very positive thing for Logan Lee, and I think a positive thing for the other schools as well.
My involvement really was, initially was just for professional development. I had 2 wonderful days where I saw things that I never would have had the opportunity to see before. So I went along because I wanted to see where the agricultural industry was at. I wanted to see what these industries could actually offer our students. So in doing that, I can then share my experiences with my students and other VET staff members to expand on how we approach VET at school.
We feel it's important that teachers get that opportunity to have an understanding of the industries we took the students to, and to understand the programme that the students went through as well. So we're following up with a professional development day for teachers, just to give them a little taste of what the students learnt, and also to get a deeper understanding of the huge amount of opportunities that there are in the workforce for their students.
I'm really honoured to have been one of the trailblazers as part of this particular program at our school, to be part of that. And I'm excited about the fact that this is the way that work experience could look like in the not so distant future.
All the industry that we contacted were very excited about the program and what the benefits would be for them. From an industry perspective, it improved the image of the industry, which is what we had aimed to do. But actually from an employer's perspective, it also exposed them to potential employees. Some of them took them on as traineeships. And also I think a very important part of it was actually cross-industry collaboration. It's a very crucial part of the whole pilot. So Rural Skills Australia and AgForce and GrowCom work closer together as a result, which is a wonderful benefit.
AJ Bush and Sons do see the Work Inspirations program as being a very valuable part of what we do. We rely on people. Like any business, ultimately is made up of its people, so it is part of our business, if you like, to seek good candidates and train them up so that they can do and achieve their best potential, really.
From an industry perspective, we've now got young people interested in agriculture, aware that it's much different to what they might have thought of in the first place, and it's inspired them to now seek employment in those industries, which has been really good.
It's a great way for people to know what you do and then consider that and then make plans towards joining your organisation, which addresses your recruitment issues through to the future.
A personal highlight for me was just to see that it was such an eye-opener for the young children. It was really truly lived up to its name of Ag Inspiration. It was inspiring for them on many, many levels.
Myself, on behalf of AJ Bush & Sons, would be quite happy to be participating in a future Work Inspirations programs, because we think it's very important in our role to show students the range of our activities so that they can make better informed career decisions.
We can see real benefits in this program, and it's a wonderful way to bring students together and industry, and so we're definitely keen to see this program run out in other parts of Queensland. I think it's got great potential.